And we're live. The G.O.A.T podcast. First episode. Recorded on video. Maybe. Oh my God.
Dude. Only maybes.
We're having,
Any guarantees.
right off the bat, technical difficulties.
God,
I think we got it. Nope. It's turning.
Why does this thing suck?
It's turning. Maybe we're just not meant to be seen. Try moving the...
I'm not
okay.
moving anything.
Okay. G.O.A.T podcast. Episode recorded. First ever on video.
Fucking out of breath. We just started.
Are you good?
I'm good.
All right. Let's do this.
We're here. What episode are we on?
We are on...
Is this 12?
Yep.
13?
Well, the last one we didn't upload because all throughout the video we talk about how it's on video, but none of it is on video. Because what had happened was, what you see...
Give them the rundown.
Well, what happened was we used a GoPro Hero, to be exact.
Dude,
Oh my God.
Hey, get out of there.
We used a GoPro Hero, and I guess there's a setting on there for some reason to take a bunch of still photos instead of recording video. So there's just like 1,000 pictures of us talking.
Which I agree has its own purpose and place, but it's just not for here right now.
It's not gonna work.
It's not for YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, we could have just spliced all the pictures together and done like a stop motion type of thing.
A claymation.
That would have been creative. It wouldn't be claymation because it's still photos of us. But I like where your head is at.
That principle. That's all I'm talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean now hopefully I think the setting of recording video is on the GoPro right now, so we should be live.
Gang
In all
gang.
our glory.
Fucking chitty chitty bang bang.
Yeah, so let's get this thing going. You had asked me to pick up some Dunkin' Donuts. I want to talk about that for a second.
Please do. Let's hear about it.
Once again, they had the A-team working the night shift.
They bring their best past 9:30.
And by A-team, I mean one guy who barely speaks English, who doesn't seem like he wants to be there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I was ordering the beverages, and he sounded offended that I was even there, trying to give that establishment business. So, you know, I just wanted to kind of apologize when I rolled up to the window. I'm like, sorry, dude. Sorry. I just wanted some coffee.
They somehow make you feel bad real quick.
I didn't want to disrupt your night, you know. I just wanted some coffee. You know what? It was stupid of me for wanting coffee this late at night.
Fuck him,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm kind of an asshole for that.
Nah, dude. I'm going to start a backyard brawl with that whole staff.
Oh, and this too, I forgot to tell you before we started drinking these beverages. When I was ordering them, he gave like a hacking cough over the intercom. So I'm like, okay, I don't know if I want to drink this anymore, but here I am still drinking it.
Yeah.
It's because it's delicious.
Mm-hmm. I think coffee kills off bacteria anyways. Something like that. The heat.
You know what? Now that you're saying it, it sounds right.
It should be. It's along those lines. It
Yeah.
sounds semi-plausible.
Yeah.
I also just realized I brought another extension cord into this back room, and I already had 100-foot extension cord sitting in the corner. My dad's got to be getting pissed off at where his extension cords are going, and now I just realized that. I'm gonna get an earful. I'm glad everyone can see where we're broadcasting from now, because they see just the absolute shambles we're in. This is very fitting for our podcast.
Everything about this podcast is it's just stripped down and it's raw, I like to say.
Raw.
It's a raw podcast.
Very good way of putting it.
Yeah.
I was talking to a few friends this week. Have some friends doing some big things right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I was given just, raw is what set me into this motion right now of you saying that.
Okay.
Is because I gave a real raw emotional breakdown, of some pump up stuff for how people should start living their life. Really trying to get the people going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just some motivational Snapchats.
Yeah.
And I have great reception.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do it as a joke too to begin with, but then people do get pumped up over it. So then I just keep it rolling for their sake, It's not even for me at that point.
I think that's the
It's a
goal, right?
selfless service, yeah.
Yeah, the goal is to kind of forget about yourself for a second and just, give it to the fans.
The new wave, dude. I got real in depth and real proud about mushroom powder the extract that people are starting to use now, like the benefits of it. Non-psychedelic, obviously.
I don't know about this.
Oh yeah.
What is it?
I thank Joe Rogan and all those clowns for promoting it. There's like super health benefits for like certain like certain mushroom like extracts and stuff like that, and people put in their coffee and everything.
You put mushrooms in your coffee?
Yeah, so I started doing it.
Doesn't that make it taste like ass?
Nah, it doesn't taste really like anything. It's pretty flavorless. But I got real fucking in depth, and I was telling people, and this is for everybody who's now listening, it's like you got two choices every time you wake up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like be an average fuck like you were the day before, or put some goddamn mushroom powder in your coffee.
And what is it?
Fucking enter new planes.
What does it do?
New planes. New horizons open up.
Okay.
It'd be a better version of you.
You don't have to motivate me. I just want to know what it does. That's it.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's partially like brain function and stuff, and like slows dementia, and then
slows dementia,
and then who knows after that.
Are people scared of getting dementia these days?
More people than I thought. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. My cousin, who's going to be a doctor now, was telling us like a scary thing. This is the thing that also pisses me off about doctors. They're so knowledgeable, but they also know like the worst case scenario of shit. So they have that kind of dark way of looking at things.
Yeah.
Sometimes, they can. But he scared me today. He was like, not that this applies to me, but just in general, it's a scary stat because he's partially deaf. He was born deaf. And there's a direct link between dementia and being deaf.
Really?
Like a direct link because of like how you, I don't know, like pretty much like there's multiple factors to it, but it's all above my head. I just thought about this. I was going to try and tell you what he told me. And then I said, fuck that. I'm not going to do that because one, I'll butcher it, and two, I don't care enough to say all of it. But just know, everybody, there's a direct link between being deaf and dementia. So if you're hard of hearing, get a hearing aid.
Now this is deafness that's
both
genetic, right?
Both.
So even if you fuck your own hearing,
yep,
you can get dementia.
If it's early on, it can still be a direct link for higher chance of dementia down the road.
Really?
Yeah, interesting stuff. That's it. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Well, I mean, my hearing is probably like, on a 1 to 10 scale, I'm like a 6, 7. I'd say I'm a 7 hearing. Not too bad. But
just how you like your women, right?
Yep. Attainable. That's attainable, and I'm confident going up to them too. Anything higher than that, I get the shakes.
Good hearty 7, dude.
I get the shakes and my hands get sweaty.
That's acceptable. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
Start stuttering. But
yeah.
7, I have that playful confidence.
A little playful banter, a little back and forth. I get that.
Yeah.
I got that.
What about you, man?
Picking up what you're putting down.
What about you? What do you aim for? What are you
11s. I like striking out. It's not that I think that I can do it. I like waking up the next morning and go, oh wow, I tried that again.
So you like to go up and switch hit, and you're not a switch hitter.
I'm bunting switch. Can't do it.
But hey,
it's the World Series. There's 3 men on, 2 outs, and I'm bunting switch. That's what I'm doing.
But guess what? 1 out of that 10,000 times you're up at bat, you'll make contact.
Oh, 100%.
You'll make contact eventually.
Eventually. Yeah, it's a numbers game.
You just need more at bats.
It's a numbers game.
Just go to the same place where the same attractive women are. Just keep trying.
Keep on keeping on.
I like your mentality.
You got to. Gustav would suggest nothing less than that. Nothing less. Go strike out. Be proud about it.
Man, I completely wasted this weekend.
Did you?
I did nothing productive with my time at all.
Nothing, huh?
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
Give us a rundown. Give us your unproductive rundown.
It's pretty simple. It's 2 things. 1, sleep. 2, Call of Duty.
Wow. Yeah, that's good.
Just played a lot of Call of Duty, basking in my own filth.
Oh.
Waiting way too late to take a shower in the day.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah. Now, sometimes you got to do that. It's like nostalgic almost. Brings you back to like 7th grade, just being a 7th grade buck.
You still have that dirty morning taste in your mouth. It's 3 in the afternoon.
Dude, you want me to tell you one thing right now that pisses me the fuck off?
Tell me.
These 4 holes I still have in the back of my mouth from these wisdom teeth.
Oh, yeah.
They don't even hurt now, obviously. They're like closed up.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to, you just wait here for how long until they fill in? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's been like, 2 weeks?
Yeah. I get shit stuck in them all the time. I have to get like toothpicks. I'm spending more time fishing food out of the back of my mouth. It's not. I hate all of it. I think getting your wisdom teeth out is a fucking scam.
It's a sham.
I think the whole fucking thing is a sham. Wow.
Yeah.
It's a fucking shamski, shabamski, dude. It's some gypsy bullshit.
And I think some cavities are like that too. They're just trying to make a buck.
Dude, it's like, I told you mine. The guy was like, oh, like this was before I got my wisdom teeth taken out. He's like, oh, like they put like that clear coating stuff on your back molars to protect them like years ago and stuff. He's like, oh, like yours is just wearing down a little bit. So we're gonna grind this down and redo it. And I'm like, all right, sounds good. Now since he's done that, my fucking tooth fucking hurts all the time when I chew on shit. Super sensitive. I'm like, you bastard, you fucked my tooth up. You made it worse. It was fine before. There was nothing wrong with it.
Dude.
And now all of a sudden I chew with the left side of my mouth and you're fucking just shooting pain. I'm like, dude, you really fucked me, pal.
Same stuff happened with my my boss. Actually, the same thing you just described. He's like, yeah, we're gonna have to grind it down and do some work with it. Never had any pain in his tooth before. They went ahead and grinded it down, and now all he has is toothaches.
Dude, this bullshit. Didn't ask for any of it, dude. It was just like, he sounded like he was looking out for me. I was like, oh, good looks, doc. Let's do it. And then he fucked me.
Dentists are fucking gypsies. Fucking conniving gypsies.
The gypsies of the doctor world. They're worse than chiropractors.
Yeah. Chiropractors aren't even doctors. Dentists like have a doctorate, but they're fucking sham artists.
Honestly, I imagine dentists in their spare time, they don't even go back to their family and hang out. They go to their horse-drawn wagon and they sell like snake venom at carnivals. That's what they do.
They put a bunch of beads on.
Yeah. This will keep you fertile.
Their whole caravan is just filled with hookah smoke.
This is tiger's claw.
It's like, shifty bastards.
Shifty bastards. Oh, we need to start a union, dude, against them.
Yeah.
Fucking take those dirty dentists down, dude.
I didn't even have to get my wisdom teeth pulled out. They were fine. None of them were impacted. They just convinced me and my mom that, yeah, these are gonna get cavities if you don't take them out. Like they're
don't
already.
Bring my poor Italian mother into this.
They're already, they're already hard to clean. You might as well just get them out, and we'll make some money off of it.
That was the same shit they told me. They said it was for the convenience of cleaning, and I was like, but they're all clean. None of them have cavities. They're not impacted. You're fucking me. I'll tell you, bro. He gave me the no lube special. That's what I got.
What do you mean?
The Jiffy Lube no lube special. That's what the dentist gave me.
Hey, at least for your extraction, you were asleep for it.
Yeah, you were awake.
I was wide awake. They were cranking them out of my face, and I felt I didn't feel everything, but I heard everything.
That'd be gross.
All you hear is just this crunching and snapping of the roots breaking off. Oh, dude. And then like the last two wouldn't come out, so this guy's just rocking them back and forth on my face, trying to loosen it. And I'm just like, oh.
I would have loved to see what my face looked like while I was out cold, because I'm sure it's the same shit. You're just unconscious.
Yeah.
And when I woke up, I don't remember waking up. I just remember like coming to in the car on the way home, like almost being home. But I guess from what I was told is that people that were talking to me, people that weren't talking to me, it didn't matter. I just looked at them and I would shake my head and I just give them the double thumbs up. Didn't matter what anyone said to me or if they were even talking to me. That's all I gave them the whole time until I got put in the car.
That's probably got to give you dementia.
That anesthesia.
Yeah.
That anesthesia is also a direct link to
come on,
early onset dementia.
That's gotta cut some cords in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, between that anesthesia and me hitting my head on the slot machine this past year in Finland, I'm just saying, it's the perfect storm.
You lost at least 2 childhood memories from that anesthesia.
Oh,
You're never
without-
gonna get those back.
Without a doubt.
Those are gone.
Those are gone, dude. I had to sell those back. It's the price you pay, dude.
That's the deal you make with the devil.
You know what I'm saying?
He makes you feel good, but you gotta give him something you love in return.
Exactly, man. Jesus don't pay the bills.
I don't know if that applies here.
That's also that's gonna be the third T-shirt I make for this podcast.
Jesus don't pay the bills.
I'm gonna get that trending more than Gustav for mayor.
What an we were talking about. What an ignorant, just 9 to 5 hard hat worker thing to say.
Jesus don't pay the bills.
What a lunch pail thing to say.
A shitty thermos thing to say. This. If you paint the picture, the guy that I think says that, his name's Chuck. He's worked in a steel mill almost his entire life. He packs his lunch every single day. His wife makes it. He doesn't make it. Every single day he brings his thermos of black coffee with his pale lunch. And the first thing he says every morning when the same guy at the machine next to him says something to him, doesn't even matter if it applies or not. He just goes, well, Jesus don't pay the bills.
And the guy looks at him like, Chuck, that doesn't even fucking make sense.
Just ask how your day was.
Yeah, you asshole. You hairy-knuckled asshole. Got big sausage fingers working the machine. What a sausage finger thing to say.
Jesus don't pay the bills. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna start saying that more. In the wrong context too. Just so people really don't know what the fuck's going on.
This guy takes his job seriously.
No, I want to be like out downtown, like out at a club. Everything just
Talking to a girl.
and then I'm sitting there and she's like, oh, I like what you're wearing. And I'm like, yeah, saying thanks. You're looking good too and everything. And we're shooting the shit. It's going back and forth.
You're making
And then
progress.
she's like, what are you doing like tonight? And I'm like, Jesus don't pay the bills. And then she goes stone cold. She goes, what? Walks away. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of strikeouts I'm looking for. And she's a 12 too.
You know what? That's the Hail Mary though. I feel like
because either she totally misinterprets it and loves it,
thinks it's hilarious,
or she just goes, "What the fuck's wrong with you?"
This guy has some wires.
This guy
has some wires crossed.
This guy has some stuff that needs to get unpacked by a psychologist. This is some baggage that needs to be unpacked.
What a hard right turn! Like you're making progress, you're having some good banter, and then you just drop that non sequitur.
Jesus don't pay the bills. That's all I gotta say.
The left hook from nowhere.
That is the almighty left hook. Listen, we gotta make that the left hook of 2020.
Jesus don't pay the bills.
That's it.
But I think it could be hilarious if you actually use it in a context where it makes sense.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
If you're talking about work or something and and she's like, "Oh, but you like to have some days off sometimes, right?" And you look at her square in the face. You shake your head and you go, "Nah, Jesus don't pay the bills." Or if she asks if you go to church on Sundays, she's religious.
She's uber religious, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, like, would you like be willing to come to Sunday service with me?" And you got like a PBR in your hand, watching the game, like sitting on your couch, and you just go, Jesus don't pay the bills. and then she hikes up her Mormon skirt and cries and gets on out of there. It's the last time you see her.
It's a real defining statement. If somebody wants to know what you're about and you say Jesus don't pay the bills, that's a good defining characteristic.
You've put yourself right in the category you want.
Right.
There's not much else you have to say after that.
There's no follow-up question to Jesus don't pay the bills.
Zero. Yeah. It's not like oh, like after that, like, oh, like what's your favorite anything? There's no prying or digging.
You're a guy that gets down to brass tacks. There's no bullshit. You wake up in the morning, you go to work, and you ignore everything else. You don't watch the news. You don't go to church.
No.
You don't, Jesus don't pay the bills.
Jesus don't pay the bills. You only romp missionary because it just makes sense.
Right. It's
It's
yes.
utilitarian.
Yes. Yes. You wear Wrangler jeans. You don't wear them too tight. They got enough leg space in there. You're trying to be mobile. You're trying to make
boot
sense.
cut.
Nice
You're not wearing fucking skinnies. If you
No.
live by Jesus, don't pay the bills.
Right. Yes.
Like I said, dude, your name is Chuck.
Tuck your shirt in.
You've got a goatee that looks the same every single day. It's well manicured.
Since 1995.
Yeah, it's been the same. The well manicured. You might as well have been born with the goatee. That's it.
You haven't bought a new shirt in 10 years.
No.
What do I need new clothes for? The ones I got are fine.
Yeah, you got fucking holy underwear. It's just you're that guy.
Just my wife is seeing these. Who cares? She don't care.
That's him, dude. I feel like I can see this man. I can see him, dude. It's not. I'm uncomfortable that we painted this picture.
Maybe he should be on the shirt too.
Yeah, we gotta draw up a generic Chuck.
Yeah.
Jesus, don't pay the bills. Fantastic stuff. Oh man, what do you got going on this week? Anything crazy?
I just gotta work, man.
Working for the man.
Yes and no. I'm lucky in that my job is not corporate. You know.
Yeah.
My boss is pretty lax. He treats us well. I can take as much time off as I need, so I can if I want to go on vacation or something.
He treats you better than women get treated in the Middle East.
Yeah, by a large margin.
See, it's funny if you put stuff in perspective like that. All of a sudden, your days seem really good.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because imagine you're in a place, you're just born, and all of a sudden, a house dog takes trump over you on how you're treated.
Right.
It's like you.
Is that the case?
House pets, man. It's like, oh, well, that's shit house. I didn't ask for this.
Right. Just luck of the draw.
Mm-hmm. So like I'm saying, you start looking at it like that. Like I'm sure it's peachy keen at your job.
Yeah, when you're younger, you're like, oh man, I got dealt a shit hand. Like you focus on all your negative things,
Mm-hmm.
But then when you get older, it's like you get more perspective and you realize like my hand's not the worst hand. Like I'm not the one who's losing the most at this table right now.
Not at all, dude. It's like you're in like the final table of a poker event and you're sitting with still like a good stack of chips. The guy next to you is getting fucking mollywopped. That's women in the Middle East. They're down to their final 2 chips.
It's about adjusting your perspective and accepting your situation.
Oh yeah.
But if you're in a shit situation, it's a little harder to accept.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But I feel like the harder your situation, it's going to go either two ways. You're going to become a better person, like a way better person because of it, or you're going to become the worst person ever.
You are going to be the devil's right hand.
See, we're kind of in the middle, upper echelon, but like when you're on the lower end, it's like, you're put more to the test.
Oh, 100%. I mean, that was like, I'm sure. Did you grow up here your whole life in this neighborhood?
Yep, pretty much.
Because like when we grew up, like we did not have a lot of money. I remember, we like lived in the city in a condo and stuff, and like they were doing, my parents were doing fine, but like never were like loaded by any means or anything like that. So you definitely got to go through that. Builds a little character.
Yeah, dude, just recently, like it's hit me. I'm like, bro, nothing is gonna be handed to you anymore. When you're out of your parents' house, it's like you make your future. And you don't realize, I didn't realize that when I was in high school. I was just like, why am I going to school? Why am I here? Why am I doing all this shit? And of course I graduated and got like decent grades, but it's like the kids who actually tried hard in school, they're like, they got good high paying jobs now. This sounds like all redundant and obvious to say, but it's like, I just didn't give a shit. But at the same time, I'm not doing horrible for myself,
Yeah.
Like I'm making a decent living doing what I'm doing with room to expand and do better.
Yeah, for sure.
But it took a while for me to wrap my head around my situation and just be like, all right, this is the hand you got right now. Like you didn't see yourself doing this when you were in high school. Because what do you see yourself doing in high school? You have crazy dreams.
Selling insurance.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's what I saw myself doing.
Oh, you saw yourself selling insurance?
No. I've been a one-trick pony for quite some years.
Yeah.
As far as what I thought I was going to be doing.
Right.
But it's weird now because like getting older, it's like you kind of start to like set up those back phases because like it's not gonna last forever.
Mm-hmm.
When you're young, you just don't think like that. You're like, oh, it is gonna last forever.
It doesn't.
And then you're like, it's fucking not. You think these knees are gonna be running a loads past 30 years old? No, dude. Your golden years are like now to 30. It's for like for sports and stuff, like for soccer specifically. But no, it's I don't know. It's one of those things I look at now where it's like, we were talking about, who was I talking about this with? I don't remember. It was about like your job and everything and just like perspective and shit like that. And like how literally people get butthurt and worked up over stuff that doesn't mean shit really in the grand scheme of things. 90% of the stuff that people let themselves get worked up over doesn't mean anything. It means zero. Like a hard zero. Not like,
what kind of stuff are you talking about?
Like just like what people like, let's put this in perspective. Like other people's judgments. Oh, my boss said this to me. Oh, this is, people are talking in the office. Oh, they didn't close a deal. Literally almost everything means nothing in your day. But you give so much value to certain things,
right?
Which can either be a make or break for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can give value to things that are good for you. Like think of this. Think if you gave value to shit for your health and your actual mental wellness.
Mm-hmm.
Like yoga, meditation, all that stuff over a day instead of like, oh, crushing a sale, making a little more money, this and that. You know what I'm saying? None of it matters.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start realizing like how much happy you are. Like people that have to talk about how happy they are aren't very happy.
That's true.
Where
it's
know what I'm
like
saying?
They're convincing themselves
They're
out
trying.
loud.
They're trying to convince people,
I'm happy.
and they want
I'm
you
really
to
happy.
also, for you to be like, oh, you look happy. That's all they're looking for.
Nah, you'll know I'm happy just by interacting with me.
Dude, exactly. And that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I'm fucking Joey Bag of Donuts over here. Gustav, bro. Literally, I'd go pound for pound. I think if I had to just sit here and talk to anybody, I think I'm one of the fucking happiest motherfuckers ever.
Yeah.
I'm like in a thriving spot of my happiness in life.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard for shit to even kind of bother me. I just don't care. I really don't care.
That's what it is, man. It's like, because there's moments in my life where I don't think about the stuff that usually bothers me, and I feel so much better when I don't think about it. When I just internalize like that, this doesn't matter. This isn't gonna change your life. Like when I wasn't aware of this problem, I felt so much happier. You know?
Yeah.
Like I compare both experiences.
Yeah, dude. It was like the other day. I was goddamn happy as a clam. You know why? Because I put a plant in my room. Something so small. Did so much for my psyche.
Yeah.
I put it right next to my essential oils machine. I put a goddamn plant in there, and I've been fucking smiling ever since. I walk in my room now, and I look at that plant, and I'm like, that's my fucking goddamn plant. I love that thing.
You know what? A good rule of thumb is doing stuff will make you happy. Just do stuff.
Do shit you like. Don't do shit you don't like.
And if you think about doing something, and you're kind of on the fence about it, just do it.
Fucking do it.
Just do it, because guess what? You're going to do the same shit you did yesterday, and it's going to turn into just a habitual thing of doing the same shit and doing nothing.
Everyone go buy a fucking plant.
Yeah.
If you don't buy a plant by tomorrow, fuck you.
Just break up the monotony in your life.
You're average. Go buy a succulent.
Yeah.
Low maintenance.
Yeah, but go buy a suck.
Yeah.
I like to call them sucks. Got a few sucks in my house.
Oh, Jesus. Really?
Yeah.
Where?
I love sucks.
Okay. I see what you're doing now.
What?
Mm-hmm. Don't you what me? Talking about your sucks in your house.
Got a few of them.
Load of bullshit, dude. It's like we were talking about last episode. Or I guess we didn't release it because there was no video. We were talking about it's like when people have to they pretend they like something so much, it's all they can talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when you really know that person doesn't fucking really have passion for anything at all.
Right.
It's like coffee. That's what we were talking about when I was like, how many people come up to me after they've seen Caffeine Fueled Footy and they're like, oh, dude, I absolutely fucking love coffee. Like, you should try like this, this, and this. And they're just like coffee snobs, or like they'll almost try to like grill me to see how much I know about coffee.
Uh-huh.
Listen, I'm not a fucking professor of coffee. I just drink a fuck ton of coffee. Literally, the unit of measurement is a metric fuck ton of coffee. That's what I drink on a yearly basis. And I just enjoy it. And I have fun shooting the shit over it.
Yeah.
But when a coffee snob comes up to me and they're like, oh, yeah, and what do you think about this, this, and this? I'm going to tell you what I think about it. Don't give a fuck. Stop talking to me like that. Fucking enjoy the coffee, dude.
Yeah, when talking to somebody that takes something too seriously is never fun, no matter what it is.
Fuck off.
You want to find somebody that has a medium interest in something, you know?
You know what it makes me want to do? It makes me want to just slap the shit out of their coffee. Just right on, just fucking crack it out of their hand.
Be like, you'll ask me, like, is that a full-bodied roast? Well, actually, poof, I don't care.
Think how much funnier it would be if we did that more often. Just cracked drinks out of people's hands.
We should go down to Wicker Park, find a coffee shop, and just talk to people about what they're drinking. And when they're about to answer, you just twap the coffee out of their hand.
Pretend we're like a fake news crew. We got a camera rolling outside and everything like that. Okay, we're doing a little field research. What do you think about the coffee?
Well, I prefer a. Shut up.
Shut up,
you jerk.
And then we attack their whatever they're wearing.
Nice plaid, loser.
Wearing white after Labor Day, you piece of shit. Whatever the rules are. Isn't that a rule?
Who told you that mustache was cool?
Oh my god, dude. Oh, it's amazing.
Oh.
Incredible. My dog is KO'd right now under this table.
I've never seen her that calm before.
Yeah, she's getting better. That's for sure.
She's learning her place.
Yeah, finally. She knows where she's at on the scrotum pole. It's the bottom.
She doesn't run through my legs anymore.
Yeah. Dude, thank God she stopped doing that. She's got to kill my mom on the stairs.
Oh, she does it on the stairs?
She does it on the stairs, too. She's almost whopped my mom.
She has no regard for human life.
No, she doesn't at all. Not at all.
Has she been fixed yet, or is she too young?
No, she's fixed.
Oh, she is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yup.
Yum.
There's nothing really clever to say when your girl dog gets fixed. Obviously, it's easy to make fun of your boy dog. You know? Fucking lost your nuts.
Yeah.
You ain't nothing now without your nuts.
Yeah.
And girl dog's just like, oh,
they just stabbed her insides a bunch of times.
Yeah.
That's how it works, right? They just cut her open and stab around until it doesn't work anymore.
I'm not sure about that. I think you're talking about other parts of the world, how they handle stuff.
The doctors
like
just look at each other and go, I think we got it.
Oh my god. That'll do
Just
it.
get an ice.
That'll do it. Also, I was thinking about this the other day. I was at my grandpa's house, and he fell asleep sitting up in his rocking chair.
That happens with old people.
Yeah, and his leg was crossed. It was impressive. It was like the form was impeccable. He had his fucking leg over his other leg, sitting straight up on the rocking chair, but his head wasn't like resting on the back of the rocking chair. It looked so uncomfortable.
I've actually have a picture on my phone of me falling asleep like that in Las Vegas.
Oh, you were
3 years
under the
ago.
influence of things, weren't you?
No. This was 3 years ago. I was just tired.
Oh.
Because we had been up all night, and I fell asleep looking, if I may say so, regal as hell.
But yeah, dude. So he's sitting there, he's sleeping, and I'm like, all right, well. He had the remote in his hand too, so I couldn't even change what we were watching. And we were watching like a shitty midday, like murder mystery show. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, it's either that or Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, like where the guy who's like announcing the show is like there's way too much ambiguity about everything he's saying. And she was stabbed 54 times. Was it a crime of lust? And then it's like everything is said like that. And it's like, what, guy, can you just say something normal?
Yeah.
It's like, and then there was the breakthrough clue, the Nike shoe print outside in the mud. It's like, okay, dude.
They just drag it out for 10 more minutes.
Yeah, it's like, dude, just let me know what's happening.
Suddenly, the case was becoming clear. The case was supposed to be becoming clear 15 minutes ago. We're still on the hook here. What's the big reveal? Was it her brother? I don't know, man. Does he wear Nike shoes? Let's figure this out.
Check his fucking closet, dude. I don't know. But then, on top of it all, so this is what I was getting to. I had to think to myself, I go, to murder somebody is like not as crazy as you think, in the sense that if something went real wrong and you snapped in the moment, you could see and justify why it happens. You know what I'm saying? In certain situations.
Give me an example. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying.
All right, you come home, long day at work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, wife's in the kitchen. You're like, where are the kids? She's like, oh, they're upstairs sleeping. You go upstairs, they're all fucking dead. She killed them all.
Oh, God.
I understand now how you would maybe, murder your wife.
Right.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you see, if it happened, you'd be like, oh, yeah, he was just fucking snapped. Like, that was crazy. He murdered his wife. You'd understand,
Yeah.
It wouldn't seem taboo to you.
Just angry.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
angry.
Like, out of just pure rage.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to kill somebody, but like in this murder mystery I was watching, the dude stabbed the girl 70-something times. Now, to do something like that, you have to realize how fucked you must be in the head to carry out something like that.
Yeah. Well, what did she do?
You're off your fucking rocker. She didn't do anything. She was actually totally innocent.
Was it like a girlfriend or a wife or just a random person?
I think he found like a random girl, like stalked her, and then fucking stabbed her like 70 times.
Wow.
And then it's like, think of what it takes to do that. Oh my God.
Yeah, because it's like you go through with it. Not only, yeah, like you said, you're stabbing somebody and there's going to be blood everywhere, but you're doing it 70 times and you're mentally prepared for that and just, you don't care. You think after the first stab, you'd be like, oh, there's a lot of blood. I should probably stop. But no, you keep going. It's just, just blood flying everywhere and you're cool with it.
Dude, I was listening to it like as they were going out and I was like, what the fuck, dude? I was literally thinking, I was like, oh my God.
And this guy got caught, but he killed a random person and he got caught.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot. Like how the rest of it played out, he was just a fucking dunce, dude. He got caught in like 2 days.
I was gonna say, because if you're out, because I thought about this before, not for any particular reason, but if you're just out and about and you just find somebody on the street, don't talk to them, don't exchange any text messages, just visually you identify somebody and you try and get it done. Like,
yeah.
How do you get caught? There's no way. How are you going to be connected to that crime if it's just a random person,
Oh, yeah. That's what makes serial killers so scary. Is, like, until they develop a trend or something like that. Like, imagine if you didn't. Like, it'd be fucking terrifying.
Right.
Oh, dude, you get a little text message with a smiley face? What was that?
I don't know.
Who was that? Saw that pop up in the computer, dude.
Oh, it's my ex-coworker.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there something going on there you want to share?
No.
No.
Nope. Just friends.
Oh, never mind. Well, it was worth a try.
Sorry.
I tried.
Sorry, I pumped the brakes on that one.
I tried. I really pissed off a girl on Hinge a few days ago.
What did you do?
I, like, grade A pissed her off.
Did you say something offensive?
No, it was in one of, like, how Hinge has the prompts, like, in your profile? Like my greatest
conversation
strength,
starter,
best travel story, gay shit.
Yeah.
It's not gay as in like it's bad to be gay, just gay as in what the word should mean.
Right.
Gay. No one get butthurt over that, by the way. If one viewer gets mad about saying gay on this podcast, you should have known 11 episodes ago what you were getting into.
Right. You're not getting a t-shirt.
There's nothing. Yeah, you are not getting a t-shirt. There's nothing wrong with being actually gay. But I'm not going to stop now at 26 years old saying things are gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, that's that. No more into that. So, there's one of the prompts that says, let's debate this topic.
Oh, God. Here we go.
So, you know what I put? Billie Eilish isn't talented. I fucking hate Billie Eilish, by the way. I think she is fucking god-awful. See, there you go, dude. You're Billie Eilish right now. Now, how long did you practice that?
Literally just right now.
See, exactly. Now you're Billie Eilish. See, that's my point. So I cannot stand. I think every time she opens her mouth, not talking, but in a melodic tune, I think an angel loses its wings.
But her hair, it's like dyed so cool.
Fuck her hair.
Her outfits are so like.
She's like, she's one of those people. It's like, oh, I'm so edgy and so trendy.
She is, dude.
She's fucking fuck all,
dude.
She's the epitome of all that bullshit of like trying too hard. She's like, oh, I'm gonna be so edgy and trendy and like empowering. You aren't shit. You're a bad singer is what you are.
But she wears baggy clothes.
Yeah, awesome.
It's cool.
So did Kanye West. He started about fucking 5 years ago. It's called Homeless Chic, you piece of shit. And you're not fucking starting the trend with your fucking humming. You're a bad guy. I literally change the radio anytime I hear the song. It gets me. You listen, I'm a happy guy. I'll tell you one thing that really fucking chaps my ass right off the bat that'll just turn the switch, and it's her.
But she bleeds ink from her eyes.
Yeah, fuck, whatever.
It's
I
cool.
don't care if she fucking bleeds 24 karat gold from her ass, dude. I don't care. I don't like her.
Just gave her the idea for a new music video.
We're gonna see that. We're gonna see that very soon. Oh, Jesus, dude.
She's just hanging upside down.
Yeah, but anyway, this girl literally on the conversation of it goes question mark, question mark. Listen, if you start off a sentence with 3 question marks, don't. Think about hitting the backspace 3 times then and starting over. That's what my suggestion is. If you grab your phone and you go question mark, question mark, question mark, and you're not just sending the question marks, hit the backspace 3 more times, pick a letter, and start the fucking sentence. That's what you should do.
I don't disagree.
It's the only thing you should do too. There's not like, oh, here, this is like the lesser of 2 evils, or there's 2 paths to choose. It's the only path. I'm telling you right now, do just that.
I mean, it's okay to have a question, but you don't need the extra punctuation.
But this is the best. Question mark, question mark, question mark, space.
And that's how she started her sentence.
Yes. Have you heard her sing? Question mark, question mark. You know what I came in with?
Let me hear it.
This is where it didn't go so well for me. I have to say, unfortunately, I have heard her sing.
How does she take that one?
Never got a response.
I would say her jimmies were effectively rustled.
She was a very good-looking girl, too.
Let me see.
That's the danger of it all.
Let me see it.
Yeah. She's like fit.
I can't disagree, but at the same time, she doesn't have a good handle on the English language. I don't know if I could handle that.
Well, yeah, and she clearly, I have a higher chance of blowing my brains out in a car ride with her if she likes listening to Billie Eilish. So,
I mean, she probably just likes things that other people like, because it's popular.
Yeah, true that.
That's how you could help yourself sleep at night for blowing that one.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'll tell myself tonight. Oh, Jesus. Jesus don't pay the bills. That's all I got to say.
Oh, my God.
That's all I got to say about that.
You got her.
Dude, I've been trying to get all my friends on the wave. I've been on a fucking roll at the Cass.
You've been making money, man.
Oh, my God, dude. Let's go chuck some dice.
How long did it take you to actually get good at craps?
A while. This is going to sound really fucking dweeby. I've practiced throwing dice.
Like the actual delivery?
Like the release and delivery of throwing dice. Yeah. I've watched extensive videos on multiple platforms of dice setting and dice throwing.
But it works, right?
I mean, people will claim it's impossible. Like there's like two schools of thought. It's either that it's like hardcore impossible or like it's very possible. There's like no middle ground.
Well, this is what I think. I'm about to give my professional input on this one.
I'm ready. This
is a guy who took honors physics, thought it was too hard, went down to regular Felix. What are Felix?
Who's Felix? Why are you bringing Felix into this? I know one Felix, and he works at the Guanzi's factory. He drives a forklift.
He's good at it, right?
Yeah, he's the man. The little pudgy's got glasses.
I tried driving the forklift one time, and I forgot to raise the...
Oh, you fucked the floor,
forks,
didn't you?
And I fucked the floor up. And that was my last time driving the forklift.
I'd barely let you drive a car, let alone a forklift.
Yep. I shouldn't be driving anything.
You need to walk to work.
I should just not go to work. I'll just stay home.
That's fair. That's fair. That's why this podcast really... Guys, I'm begging you.
I don't want to work
anymore. Make this
anymore.
podcast fucking big so we can keep Tano off the road. If we can make this a full-time job as an engineer for this podcast, we need to pronto.
Please.
Think about it. You're saving a life. Next time you think about being a twat or whatever you guys like doing, because listen, it's a love-hate relationship I got with you motherfuckers that listen to this podcast. Love that partial support. Hate the little game you like to play with not hitting the subscribe button. All right?
Yeah.
Now, think of it this way. Next time you don't hit the subscribe button, if you don't, Tano's chances of dying increase tenfold. And if you are cool sleeping with that at night, then don't hit it.
If 5 more people don't subscribe, I'll make it a manageable number. If 5 more people don't subscribe, I'm gonna drive in reverse anywhere I go. I don't care if I have to get on the highway. I'm gonna be driving in reverse.
Bro, that's nearly as bad as have you ever experienced this? I don't know. I feel like a lot of people have experienced this. I've experienced this probably 5 times now in my life.
Tell me.
People that go into an I-pass lane on the highway, realize they don't have an I-pass, and throw on the fucking brakes and reverse out of it.
What?
Oh yeah.
I've never seen that.
And I'm talking still on highways, but where it's individual lanes, not like the massive 4.
Gotcha,
you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Yeah.
But still on
The
a highway
booths.
where people are still going 45 through those booths. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I watched a guy in a minivan pull into one, reverse, pull out of one, cut across 4 lanes of traffic to get to a cash side. I'm like, hey, motherfucker, just go online and pay it off.
Well,
You idiot.
I will counter that with some facts here. If that guy is making that dangerous maneuver to get into the cash lane, do you think he really owns a computer to get on the internet with?
That's fair. That's a fair.
This
fair
guy's about
argument.
to chuck some change into the thing, the coin collector. You really think this man owns a PC?
You want to know how cold-hearted my dad used to be? I can distinctly, there's some shit you can't forget from your childhood.
Yep.
Here's
Unfortunately.
Here's one of them. I'm about to toss up here on the pod. Do it for the pod. They're driving home from Village Pizza, dude. You know Village Pizza in Carpentersville, where
Yep.
we used to go all the time?
Yep.
My dad's
Throw peanuts on the floor?
favorite pizza place, because he grew up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he grew up in Carpentersville.
They have those shitty arcade games.
Yeah. So every time driving home from there, this was the days that predated iPass. You had to pass the one toll that went on the swirly loop-de-loop that kicked you back onto 90.
Mm-hmm.
I shit you not, I remember almost every time we left Village Pizza, if there was someone in front of us getting onto that toll and they didn't have their change ready, in their hand, ready to throw in there, my dad, all of a sudden, just Jekyll and Hyde, dude, would go from so happy, just had his pizza he enjoys so much, to angry, blue-collar, hair-trigger temper, would lay on the horn right behind people, and I would see them get scared and toss their change up and drop shit, look for it on the floor. I've seen people just blow it. People just blew through it sometimes because they got so nervous and scared that they would just go through.
So your dad made it 100% more worse.
Oh, without a doubt. It never remedied the situation. And my mom would get so embarrassed. My mom was like, oh my God, John.
John. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck are you doing?
You know the dad in Wolf of Wall Street, Leonardo DiCaprio's character.
Oh, fuck.
That was literally him back in the day. That used to be his temper on the road. He's not even the same human from that time in his life, but
Yeah.
he's so mellow now.
Yeah, he is.
People can't imagine when I do tell them that he used to have that side to him. They're like, "Your dad? Are you kidding?" He's just so happy-go-lucky and laughs.
Your dad does. You're 100% right. He's 99% of the time he's just a casual happy guy. But there are those moments in his personality or when he says something where you're like, oh, there was some anger there before. What were we talking about? He came back here and he was like those fuckers, and I don't remember what it was. He came back here and he was talking to us and he was getting upset. I don't remember why. Oh, the tow guys. I was telling about the guys who towed my car.
Yeah, he has a great disdain for those people.
Yeah, and he was like those motherfuckers, they're just out trying to make their scam artists. I'm like, if this was John 10 years ago, he was in that situation.
We'd go out and bash some towers.
Yeah.
He
We'd be out
takes
slashing tow truck tires.
he has about the same regard for tow truck people as conservatives had for the gays back in the day. Wasn't good. He was not a fan.
Your dad strikes me as a guy too. At one time, who didn't like law enforcement. Is that true?
Very.
I knew it.
This is the guy who calls them crime stoppers. I've witnessed him call multiple cops crime stoppers during being pulled over to their face.
Oh my god. And what did they do?
Think of how degrading as a cop that must fucking feel. You just pulled over this fucking blue-collar Polish man. He wants nothing to do with you. And you've pulled him over for like a tail light out. It's never been like, he's never had a crazy ticket or anything like that.
Right.
But just something like that.
Something dumb.
You try to fucking put your long dick of the law out there. Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this is this, that. Here's your ticket. And then at the end of the entire exchange, you get this from the front seat. Thanks, Crime Stopper.
He's dropped that to their face.
To their face. I've been in the passenger seat.
How were you feeling? Were you embarrassed or were you empowered?
I was a little kid. I was absolutely terrified.
You thought your dad was about to be a statistic?
I said, I can't drive this car home if you get taken away. Child services are coming.
What would the cops say?
Sometimes nothing. They would literally just look dumbfounded. Sometimes they'd be real mad as I try to say something back, and he'd just roll his window up and pull off because he already got his ticket.
Fuck off.
Fuck off, miss. Even if it's a guy cop. Fuck off, miss.
He's got a British accent for whatever reason.
Oh, man. Something like that, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My, recently, I was at the hospital and my uncle was there, like, cause you know my cousin was there when we were visiting him.
Yeah.
And there's a security guard that walked in and he was like telling us that we had to be out at a certain time, and my uncle straight up goes to the guy's face. He's like, "How are you a cop? You're fat as hell." The cop looked at him, and like my uncle laughed after he said it, like he was trying to be playful, you know, but. Because I don't think he likes cops either very much.
I'd have to, if I was just to take a stab after that comment, I'd have to agree.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's some other stuff, that happened in the family where basically my cousin, when he was younger, his son basically, they weren't cops, but they were firefighters, and they had a paintball gun.
Oh, that's when he got hit with the paintball gun, right?
Got hit in the eye with a paintball gun, and ever since his eye's been fucked up.
Yeah. That would leave a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah, so he just straight up, he's like, "How are you a cop? How are you going to chase anybody? You're fat as hell." And the cop just looked at him like, it tried to say something back to him, but just had nothing behind it.
Yeah, what are you gonna say?
Nothing. Because he was. I'm not gonna lie. He was a portly man.
He was a fat fuck.
He was very large. He was not chasing anybody.
He was sweating
down.
mayonnaise, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
It's hard to respect it, dude. It's so hard to respect somebody in a position like that of law enforcement when they like aren't physically fit.
Right.
It'd be like hiring a personal trainer and your personal trainer's out of shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
Okay, so you're supposed to be the protection, that wall of protection between fucking evil and fucking innocence.
Right.
And you're a fat, porky fuck. Fuck you. Oh, but respect me. I put my life on the line. You signed up for it, dude. No one made you do that.
Yeah.
You fucking emotional eater. Go take those emotions and eat them.
Yeah. Not only was he like fat, but he was a tall, like just a big person, like so much weight. Like there's no agility there. You're not mantling any barriers.
The only thing he was gonna do was blow out a knee, dude. If he went side to side, his lateral movement was limited at best.
This dude could not bob and weave. He would take a full clip to the chest if there was a shootout.
I think about it. I think about the times I've outran cops when we were in high school, running from house parties, and how it was never even a contest then.
Right.
And then how much more physically fit I am now than I was then. Dude, it would take like a freak incident of a cop that had to have been like an ex-athlete or something. That to me even get me remotely worried.
That would suck. You got the one cop chasing you who was a running back.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
college.
Like that would suck. And like obviously those people are out there, but
yeah.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but it doesn't look like the camera's recording right now.
Fuck. It stopped blinking, didn't it?
You think we ran out of space on there?
I don't know. I mean,
Here, pause this real quick.
All right.
And we're back. And it's crazy to think that I don't fully agree with what you said about the Jews and controlling the media, but what I will say is that it's an interesting thing.
I told you that in confidence, man.
It's an interesting topic.
Why would you put me on blast like that? I thought I could trust you.
No, you can. You can.
What do you mean? You just outed me.
You know what we will both look like right now? We look like shitty boxers from like the 80s, dude. We look like we train in a dirty boxing gym. And it's called like Rusty's Boxing or something. And it's like this old like ex-champion. His name's Rusty. He lives in the back.
All the equipment is rusted.
Yeah, you need a tetanus shot to train there. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, the membership's pretty cheap, but I recommend you get your tetanus shot before you work out here.
Rusty's got a real bad speech impediment from all the poundings he took to his frontal lobe.
They compare the front of my brain to soup. It's not really solid anymore. It just kind of sloshes around. Sometimes I don't walk too good.
They call him Rusty Repeat because he says everything twice. Get the papers, get the papers. Sign the paper.
I always forget there's an extra step when I go down the stairs, so I bash my head on the floor every morning. I think that has something to do with it, too.
I make fun of that character, but there's a 50% chance I am that character down the road. I've so much.
We both get aggressive dementia. We get dementia in our 30s.
Oh my god, the earliest case they've ever seen.
Oh, you both have the brains of 90-year-olds.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Must have been the mercury.
Were you working out in Rusty's gym?
Oh shit, dude. Yeah, man. So we got that going on. Alright, guys, we realized that we ran out of space on the camera, we don't even know how much we recorded, but we did record something. So you're gonna get whatever is recorded, and then after that you're gonna get a still photo. We're not gonna tell you of what yet, but it's gonna fucking tickle your fancy is all I'm gonna say.
I think that's a good way of putting it.
Mm-hmm.
It really is a curse with this video thing. I thought as an engineer, I would have this figured out, but I failed at every corner.
I will be honest with you. You, as far as the standard goes for engineers on a podcast, I'd say you're a little behind the curve.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's look at the positives of what I have done.
Oh, I agree. I see what you're doing. You have brought very fine microphone equipment. You've been flawless with that.
Look at the audio we're putting down right now.
It is fantastic audio. The quality.
Would you know how to do this?
Huh?
Would you know how to do this? No. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I agree, dude.
I'm a master of this domain, but once you start needing to get the visual thing going, you might as well hire a monkey to do it because I can't.
We'll get there, man.
We tried the iPhone.
This is a journey. We
tried my
together.
Camera.
Yeah.
We tried the GoPro, and I failed. Maybe I'm just an audio guy.
It makes for a better comeback story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everyone loves a comeback story.
This is like a Remember the Titans-esque comeback.
Right. 4K video next episode.
This is like, have you seen Radio?
Yeah. Are you comparing me to Radio?
This is going to be your comeback, dude.
I don't know if that's the kind of comeback story I want.
You started off pushing your little grocery cart around, but now you are going to make the comeback of a lifetime.
What did he come back from? What did he do again?
I'm pretty sure.
What was so inspiring? Wasn't he beaten by his dad mercilessly?
I'm pretty sure that just like Theo Vaughn has also claimed he's done, I'm pretty sure Radio beat autism.
He beat it?
Yeah.
As in got rid of it out of his body?
Yes.
How did he do that?
We don't know. How
did Theo Vaughn do it?
He doesn't know either. It seems to be an out-of-body thing. It's kind of like being abducted from aliens. You don't remember much.
This is way above my pay grade.
Dude. Yeah.
I can't even offer a counterpoint because I just don't know if this is possible.
Well, that's like me, dude. I had cleft palate for a few years in my life.
You had cleft palate?
Yeah, I was drinking too much hose water. And But I beat it.
You beat cleft palate.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like a physical deformity.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it is.
It's on your face.
Yep.
And it went away?
Oh, yeah, I got rid of it.
Did you have reconstructive surgery?
No.
Just faded?
No. I mean, I had to think really hard about getting rid of it.
Oh, you used your mind.
Yeah, I thought it away.
Got it. Well, you should teach Joaquin Phoenix that.
Yeah, okay, I'll try. You can do a lot of shit with your mind.
Apparently, one of them is wish cleft palate away.
Yeah. I didn't wish it, dude. I worked it away.
Can you work the video part of this podcast to work?
Yeah, next week I think I'm spot on. I'm close. But like I think it's gonna come full circle next week.
Do you have to practice?
Oh yeah, every day.
And that's what radio did, I'm guessing too.
Mm-hmm. It's like, think about it, dude. It's like when they teach people to pray the gay away. That doesn't happen overnight.
Right. Does that really work though?
The Catholic Church has been after that for years.
I heard praying it doesn't work.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
That's a shame. They probably wasted a lot of resources on that.
But I guess praying the cleft palate away works.
Oh, I didn't pray it away.
Because Jesus don't pay the bills, right?
Jesus don't pay the bills, and he don't get rid of cleft palate. I'll tell you that right now. Those are two things he will even tell you he does not do.
He's like, sorry, man, that's not my...
He says, listen, you selfish fuckers, I do a lot for you, but I'm not paying the bills, and I'm not getting rid of your cleft palate.
See, now the phrase Jesus don't pay the bills, I feel more comfortable saying it because even Jesus himself would agree with that.
Exactly. He's no liar.
He'd be like, I died for all your sins. You can get your lazy ass up and go to work every day.
Go pay the bills.
You know what?
Somebody drove a nail through both my fucking hands and my feet.
Clock in, you pussy.
Think about that on your next commute to church or your fucking work.
Oh, I'm so tired. I don't want to go to work.
All
Fuck
right,
you.
Well, drive a fucking nail through both your feet. How about that?
Yeah. Asshole. Fucking loser.
Oh, shit. That's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
All right, man. Well, I'm fucking cool wrapping it up now. You got anything else you want to leave them with?
No, but I'm motivated to go to work tomorrow. That's it.
That's it, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking Monday motivation.
Even though tomorrow's Veterans Day, I don't even know if I have work tomorrow.
You know what I say you do, even if you do have work? Fuck work and just put this episode up and call that work for the day.
But I'm not going to get paid for this.
Yeah, you will.
How?
You still go to work. Just don't do any of that work.
Oh, I see. Just spend time on uploading the podcast.
Yeah.
But that takes like 10 minutes, you know?
Perfect.
Then what
Short day.
What do I do for the other 7 hours and 45 minutes?
Explain to your boss how Jesus don't pay the bills and get out of there.
But then his response would be like, yeah, exactly. Get to work.
No, that's even the better reason why you leave.
Okay.
Just hit him with it.
Okay.
It's a social experiment.
I'm going to take your advice on this one.
just a little trust in this one.
All right. I'm not even going to question it.
And if it doesn't work, I'll stop giving advice on the podcast.
I don't want you to stop doing that. It's like the one reason why people listen, probably.
For my foolproof advice.
Yeah. You know,
put mushroom powder in your fucking coffee. Do shit you like. Don't do shit you don't like. Jesus don't pay the bills.
Go to work.
Go to work. We out.